After years of watching and idolizing Jim Carrey, I decided I would devote my life to being a pet detective. I admit, things were rough at first, but after a few solved cases, I gained quite the reputation around town. I was the 5th ranked pet detective in the United States, and to some that may not seem like a pretty big thing, but to me it was pretty fucking cool. My specialty was dog nappers. Usually it was scorn lovers or some kid picking up a pooch off the street and trying the old collar switcheroo. But being blessed with the nose of a canine myself, I am able to identify any dog as the proper owner of a freshly provided stool sample. Business was steady. That is until I came across a case that forever changed my life. A farmer by the name of Black Randall was referred to me from a friend, and he seemed to be pretty shaken up. He explained that all his farm animals had been shitting uncontrollably, and their anuses had dilated to 9 centimeters. Black Randall seemed to be keeping something from me, so I expressed it was of utter importance that he be completely transparent. He then cleared his throat and informed me he believed extraterrestrials were responsible. I asked him to further elaborate. He said that he set up security cameras to make sure nobody was playing a prank on him. And after a farm-wide shitting epidemic, he reviewed the footage. He told me a tall, thin, gray body entered the room, and it approached the animals. One by one, the alien apparently inserted his entire fist into each animal, which caused their eyes to glow bright yellow, and after exiting their anus, shit would spray out for 5 to 10 minutes. The shit splatter looked like an episode of Dexter, or how water releases from a water hose when you semi-cover the exit with your thumb. After each animal had damn near shit themselves to death, the alien collected stool samples and then vanished into a burst of light. I asked to see the footage to make sure he wasn't lying, and I almost walked out right then and there after I saw it. But when in doubt, I looked to my "What Would Jim Carrey Do" bracelet, and I asked myself, what would Jim Carrey do? And then I thought how awesome a third pet detective film would be, and I agreed to take on the case. We planned a stakeout. My plan was to confront the alien and tell him if he didn't kick rocks, that I would contact the X-Files and have him charged with sexual molestation of farm animals. The stakeout lasted for 4 days. It started off dreadful. The first night, Black Randall told me stories of his youth. Apparently, he aspired to be an NBA superstar like LeBron James. But growing up as a farmhand really prevented the chance for him to properly work on his jump shot and polish his fundamentals. The second night we caught some fucking pervert fucking a chicken, and when we confronted him, he went on some 20-minute ramble about how chickens and humans would totally work. On the third night was when shit got really trippy. Just as I was going to call it quits at 6 a.m., a bright light illuminated the barn. Holy shit, Black Randall. It's go time, baby. Black Randall and I waited till the alien was fist deep in a cow, and then we decided to approach it. "Freeze," I yelled. "I'm Pet Detective Andrew James, and you've been busted, bitch." The alien looked back and then stood up. It began to scream menacingly and terrifyingly increased his base form. Muscle mass began to materialize around his formerly frail body. Black Randall did what I was thinking. He screamed, "Fuck this shit," and he made an exit for the door. The alien vanished into thin air, then reappeared right behind Black Randall and tackled him to the ground. With his freshly used probing hands, he pried open the mouth of Black Randall, and what I hoped was a tentacle appeared from the alien's legs and flew into Black Randall's body. It started making vacuum noises, and realizing I was next, I made an exit for the window. I hot-wired Black Randall's truck and threw my bike in the trunk, and I hightailed it out of there. In the rear view, I saw 4 or 5 more aliens entering the barn with what looked like a jackhammer, a 6-foot-long pole, and a rubber chicken. I prayed for Black Randall, but sadly 3 days later on the news I learned he had died of what police called the most crazy-ass shit them niggas have ever seen. Nobody believed me what happened, and my stories ruined my pet detective agency. I was pretty much the Alex Jones of pet detecting. But I know what I seen. And what I seen was some fucked up shit.